Let's get a check on some other business headlines we're watching right now. The largest leverage buyout in a decade. Medical supplier Medline agreed to be acquired by Blackstone, Carlyle, and Hellman & Friedman in a deal valued at $30 billion. That goes to $34 billion, including debt. The family-owned Medline makes Curad bandages as well as a host of supplies for hospitals and doctors. No more Tesla Model S Plaid Plus, the most expensive version of Tesla's highest-end sedan. Plaid Plus had been priced at about 150 grand and offered 1,100 horsepower and 520 miles of range. Elon Musk tweeted, "Plaid Plus is canceled. No need, as Plaid is just so good." Like much of the auto industry, Tesla's been grappling with supply chain shortages. Some viewers excited to watch last night's boxing match between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and YouTuber Logan Paul were stymied by streaming problems. Showtime's pay-per-view service experienced issues for some streaming customers, and some users of the FanMio boxing app complained on Twitter they couldn't get it to work. The boxers went all 8 rounds in the exhibition match, which wasn't officially scored, although ESPN did call the fight for Mayweather, according to its unofficial tally. And Jeff Bezos, as we told you, he's going to space. He plans to be on board when Blue Origin conducts its first human space flight. He'll be joined by his brother Mark. A third seat will go to the highest bidder. Auction prices close to $3 million for that spot. The New Shepard space capsule scheduled to take off on July 20th, Miles.
Again, I think it's just a fascinating story when you think about Bezos' decision to step down from Amazon and all the things that he wanted to do. And again, no one feels bad for Jeff Bezos being hamstrung on not being able to go to space while he was the CEO of Amazon, because again, he's extremely rich. Basically has more, not basically, he does have more money than he could ever spend, more money than he'll ever need. But there are limitations to what you are able to do when you are running Amazon. Apparently going to space is one of them. So we see him, again, stepping aside so he can continue his extraterrestrial, or begin his extraterrestrial adventures.
What else are we going to see him do? Unfettered. That's the question. What else has he been held back from doing? I'm really curious to see.
I mean, the last year, 2 years, I think we can agree maybe that he probably wouldn't have made it through 2020 as Amazon CEO if there hadn't been a pandemic, because 2019, he was spending a lot of time hanging out with Lauren Sanchez. They were doing con and he's got the big boat, doing the whole jet setting. So he was able to travel. He was able to hang out with his new friends. Space on the list, I'm not sure. Like, was he not skiing? Was he not doing, power sports, like with jet skiing? Like, was that part? I don't know. I guess we're going to find out, how big that list is. Again, as we mentioned earlier, all these sort of outlining why his ambitions, outlining why none of the three of us are going to end up with $100 billion, because I think if we had $100 billion, we would just sort of, retire and sit around, because what else do you really need to do?